Well, if I'm Andrew Berry, I already know what I'm doing. I'm going to try to sign Jameis Winston. I'm going to try to trade Baker Mayfield. And if I can't, I'm signing Jameis Winston, and I'm going to have him win the quarterback competition, and I know he will. Because Jameis has a way more upside than Baker Mayfield. He's got a great arm. He can run, but he doesn't choose to run. He looks downfield. He does throw a lot of interceptions, but that can be coached out of him. Obviously, it was coached out of him last year at the Saints. He had a better season than he usually did with his minimum. In a small sample size, his interceptions went down. But the thing about James that intrigues me is 6'4", 230 pounds. This guy could be a stud in our offense. And definitely way better in the pocket than Baker Mayfield. That's the thing. Baker Mayfield's pocket presence is absolutely atrocious. Now, I will say this. I could attribute Baker Mayfield's poor play last year, obviously, to the injury. I mean, a lot of people are going to say it had nothing to do with it, but no. If you notice Mayfield, as soon as he got injured, his throws were all high and his arm had no strength anymore because he couldn't put nothing into it. He doesn't have the type of arm like an Aaron Rodgers and who could just sit there flat-footed and sling the ball 50 yards on the dime. He's got to put his body into it. So his arm was basically shot when he got that injury. And I was talking about how durable he was because he was durable. As soon as I said how durable he was, look what happened. Our season went to shit because he got injured. If Baker Mayfield was healthy, he would have never played that bad last season and we'd be in the playoffs right now. Probably favored to win it because let me touch on this thing about him that late in the game, how he doesn't bring us down the win. Outside of the Cincinnati game, when we had no time left, 60 seconds, and no timeouts, we couldn't think. We were chucking the ball downfield. That's when he looked his best. But if you look at all the other chances he had, remember the Baltimore game on Sunday night? 13 personnel, nobody running streaks or nothing. Everything underneath crossing. Embarrassing play calling. Stefanski last year against the Chiefs, the worst play calling I've ever seen. We got the ball back with 8 minutes left. We ran 7 plays. Everything was underneath. It was just embarrassing. A lot of Mayfield's struggles with the game on the line late in the game is Stefanski's play calling. It's absolutely atrocious. It really doesn't give him a chance to throw the ball downfield. And it really came to light when I watched the Seahawks after Mayfield threw, I think, did he throw an interception? We lost the game against the Ravens on Sunday night. I watched the following Monday night, and Russell Wilson went up and down the field in like 35 seconds to win, to tie it and go to overtime because they were throwing the ball downfield. So I think Mayfield's struggle has a lot to do with Stefanski play calling. Because let's be honest about it, call spade a spade. When the game's on the line, Stefanski's the worst play caller I've ever seen. He's horrible. He doesn't give Mayfield a chance. So I believe Mayfield, when he's healthy, I already know when he's healthy, he's not going to play like he did last year. That injury caused him to play terrible. And I blame him because you know what? He should have realized how bad he was playing. He should have said, you know what, I'm hurting the team. Because he was hurting the team and he should have got himself out of there. That's why I blame him. But also, like Green Bay games, Stefanski was throwing the ball downfield. In the last interception, it really shouldn't have been an interception because the guy interfered to make the interception. However, the throw before that should have been an interception. The guy dropped it right off his hand. So you can make that argument all you want, but he should have threw an interception there. So, but and the game against Pittsburgh, I don't care what anyone says. Stefanski put that boy out there to get mauled. He did. And in the process, he told Myles Garrett, I don't care about your counterpart in T.J. Watt. I'm going to let him feast on Hudson. Let him feast on a rookie tackle and make you look bad because he's going to get 4 sacks today and blow you out of the water. That's basically what he said to Myles Garrett. You don't think Myles Garrett was sitting on the sideline saying, why the fuck is this idiot doing this? I can tell you right now, from listening to them players, exit meetings, John Jones and a lot of them, they weren't happy with the coaching at all. I don't think these players like Stefanski as much as people think they do. I truly don't. I think they blame him. See, here's what happened. You know how we say Kevin Stefanski's stubborn, hard-headed? Well, these players know it better than anybody because they're in that locker room. I think they realize what a stubborn, egomaniac, hard-headed motherfucker he is, and they blame him for the reason our season is down. Remember John Johnson saying, run the ball against Green Bay, tweeting that? And people thought he was taking a shot at Baker Mayfield. It may have been, but I also think he was taking a shot at Stefanski's play calling. Run the ball. We're getting chunks on him. Run the ball. We were down in the end zone at the time, too, backed up in our end zone. So I don't believe these players like Stefanski. I truly don't. I know Jarvis Landry, he was his boy last year, not this year. And I don't know if the players necessarily, when I hear the players talk about Mayfield, especially the offensive guys, they love him. They love him. But I generally don't get a feeling that the players like him. To me, it seems like the defensive players don't like him. But I don't think the players like Stefanski that much. Because I do believe they realize that Stefanski's the reason holding this team back with his stubbornness, play calling, and maybe they blame him for not getting rid of Mayfield. Because ultimately, the head coach should have just told Mayfield, listen, you're hurting the team. I got to go with somebody else. That's what he should have done. So I'm not sold on Stefanski. I truly don't know how people, if someone could show me how Stefanski's a good coach, I need to know, because all I see is a guy that has that oversized Denny thing in front of his fat face or skinny face, and he doesn't coach. Someone needs to tell him, so listen, you're either going to be the play caller or the head coach. You can't be both. He just wants to be the play caller. He's obsessed with that, and he doesn't even pay attention to the game. And his play calling is terrible. It really is. It's just not good. It's not good at all. So I don't like Stefanski, but like I said, I would love to move on from Mayfield. I would love to get Jameis Winston. To me, is a major upgrade over Baker Mayfield. If I can get Jameis Winston signed under contract, he wins the start. He's a starting quarterback, and that's just the bottom line. But he'd be a good starting quarterback, and Mayfield would be a good insurance policy because they're both coming off injuries. So Mayfield would be a good, adequate insurance policy in case Jameis Winston got hurt. He knows the offense already, so I would love to get Jameis Winston here. But Stefanski, I would love to see. Does anyone think he's going to give up play calling? He's obsessed with play calling. I don't know why. Why would a head coach want to be a play caller? It doesn't make any sense. I just don't get it. Just give it up already. His play calling is, he should throw when he runs when he should throw. He's just an idiot. He throws when he should run. He's an idiot. Like I said, against Pittsburgh, he put Mayfield out there. He actually just, he put his agenda before the team. He didn't even attempt to win the game against Pittsburgh. He said, I'm going to make Mayfield look as bad as I can today. I'm going to get him sacked. I'm going to get him beat up. I truly believe that. They were out of the playoffs. He hates Mayfield. I truly believe that. And the players know this. So we got a problem with our head coach. They should make him give up play calling. I mean, that's just a fact. Give up play calling. Get Jameis Winston in as your starter. And with that defense we have, now we do got to sign some key players, like some backups. We got MJ Stewart. He's basically a starter. The guy is the last 5 or 6 games he played out of this world. We got to get him back on a contract. And who would have thought when we drafted Baker Mayfield and Denzel Ward, the more prioritized signing would be the Denzel Ward. We got to lock Denzel Ward up. That guy's a fucking shutdown corner. So we got the players on defense. Our defense, even when we're not healthy, we're the best defense in the league. I mean, look, we weren't healthy for the last 6 weeks of the season. We were shutting teams down. That's just how we are. So I like what we have in Cleveland. Maybe if we draft Malik Willis too, I heard, hey, Malik Willis could come in right now with this offense or this defense and win us games, and would be a major upgrade over Baker Mayfield also. So I hope people don't think I'm like, oh, I'm back on the Mayfield train. No, I want Malik Willis if I can get him. So, or Jameis Winston. I'm not back on the Mayfield train, but I'm also not aboard the Stefanski train either now. I'm smart enough to realize that Stefanski hasn't done a goddamn thing since he's gotten here. Well, because we went 11-5, made the playoffs, and what we do this year went 7-9. That's for 7-10 or 8, not whatever. That's not good enough. You can't take a step backwards after you go 11-5, Matt Nagy. So yeah, in surmisation, sign Jameis Winston, draft Malik Willis, hopefully trade Baker Mayfield, and we're on our way.